Andarki Namaskaram. Very good morning to all. And it is my pleasure to invite you to our institution and uh, various stakeholders. We have submitted proposal to Ministry of Environment and Forest Government of India last year, and they have agreed our proposal, and they have sanctioned budget for conducting this training. And in this connection, we have called all stakeholders, different stakeholders, professors, and the university faculty, those who are in academic field, and Girijan cooperatives, those who are working with tribal welfare department, and our friends from police department also have joined. And it is a very good sign they are also participating in this academic activities. And in spite of their busy schedule in controlling law and order, and I welcome all. And today's training, coming to today's training, and as you know, yeah, non-timber forest produce. Forest means we think that it is a timber, but there are many kinds of non-timber forest products that are benefiting to human society, and we need to conserve and to propagate. This is with this intention only. Many people are working in their isolation, but this is the one platform we have called from all walks of life, so that we can interact and exchange, and we can collaborate and work, because the tribals, they depend on this non-timber forest produce. They collect their produce and they sell it, but there is a value addition is lacking. Some industries people also have joined, some industries uh, person those who are engaged in value addition and marketing, and these linkages have to be established between producer, consumer, and this marketing people, and those who are in value addition. With that intention, we have gathered all walks of people, and we are conducting this training, so that it will be benefited to all stakeholders. And we regularly conducting the trainings to farmers, the forest department. They are our regular stakeholders, but calling this the other departments. And this is a new initiative, so that we can exchange information between different stakeholders, so that we can devise collaborative projects. And as you know, because there are many forest produce like uh, mawa they extract, but this mawa liquor, there is a need to improve its quality for commercialization. And there are many pharmaceutical companies depending on our forest resources. And as you know, these chemical compounds are, they are harmful. Most of the chemical pharmaceutical formulations are food compounds or cosmetics. Chemical compounds are used, but nowadays we are the focus is shifted to natural products. Natural products are less harmful. They are very good. Not only in India, in very Western countries, they are preferring natural products only. Chemical products they are banning, and even chemical pesticides, fertilizers also we are banning, and we are coming to natural pesticides, biopesticides, biofertilizers we are using, so that the environment is also protected, biodiversity is also conserved, and this is less harmful effects on human beings, not only human beings and other living organisms also. And in this connection, we need to promote this phytochemicals, especially this non-timber forest produce. And many phytochemicals, they are in India is a mega biodiversity country. There are many varieties of plant species, and this potential is not exploited. We need to study, we need to study the chemical properties of these natural products, and their active pharmaceutical active compounds have to be isolated, and they have to be marketed, so that this we can earn foreign exchange also by exporting. In India, many this phytochemical extracting, especially this aromatic compounds, this food additives, natural dyes, and many other pharmaceutical products. They isolate, and there is a large potential, because this sandalwood export is banned. But now what they are doing, the sandal oil is extracted, and this oil they are exporting. Like that, many private entrepreneurs they are entering into this field, because the phytochemicals, there are a lot of demand in foreign countries, because they in their countries the diversity, forest diversity is less. Ours is a mega diversity country. Being a tropical country, we have many forest tree species, and their potential has to be used to extract extracted, and we have to this marketing has to be done there, so that our people will also be benefited, especially the tribal people who depends on this forest produce. They have to be benefited. And as you know, in 1992, there was the international conference at Rio de Janeiro. One convention on biological diversity was held. During that time, and there was three concepts was sought. And for conservation of biological resources and sustainable use of biological resources and fair and equitable share of benefits arising from biological resources. These three concepts were drawn, and all the countries have signed. India also signed this CBD, and in continuation of this, India made Biodiversity Act in 2002, so that we can protect and conserve our biological resources. And earlier there was no control, no regulation of this our biological resources. They were freely exported to other countries for commercialization, and foreign companies, they used to commercialize, and they used to patent our products, and they used to sell to us only. And with that intention only, now they have made biological clearance house in international level. And international organizations like IUCN, CITES, they are also working, because there are many rare, endangered, threatened species. They have to be protected, conserved in our country. Otherwise, in no time they will become extinct. Many species, they have already become extinct. So this IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature, they maintain three registers. Rare red data list, that is called. Means their transport to their marketing, illegal transport to other countries, that is restricted. That trade is restricted. Like red sandalwood, that their trade is restricted, because they are in the red list of the IUCN red list. Not only IUCN red list, CITES, there is a convention for international trade in endangered species. India is also signatory to that convention. And this regulation of this transboundary movement of this rare, endangered, threatened species have to be regulated, not only for plant species, but also animal species also being regulated. Like our Ongol bull that is being exported to Mexico, like that our genetic resources have to be conserved. And with that, so that we can benefit will come to our local people. Not only that, as per the Biodiversity Act, we have established a National Biodiversity Authority at Chennai. They are regulating for movement of this for any commercialization of biological resources. Any foreign company, they have to take permission from National Biodiversity Authority. Without that, they can't use our biological resources. Similarly, in our states also, we have established state biodiversity boards. They are also working in the conservation of our biological resources. At village level also, biodiversity management committees have been formed, and we are working in documenting these biological resources. Like people's biodiversity registers, they are maintaining at each village level, so that when any product of that, when any biological resource of that their panchayat area is commercialized, and the benefits from that marketing of that product, some of the share has to be given to that local panchayat or local indigenous tribals, because our local vaidyas, they have immense traditional knowledge. Many Ayurvedic healers, Unani healers, naturopathy healers, they collect plant medicines, and they produce plant medicines and they heal. But those indigenous knowledge that has not been documented, that has not been commercially studied. And institutions like ICFRE and other Central Medicinal and Aromatic Plants Board and many other organizations, they are working, and that benefits have to be not transferred to marketed, because there are very few industries, they are engaged in value addition of these natural products. Few enthusiastic entrepreneurs, they are establishing. Some of my friends also, they have established some aromatic, some compound extraction units. They extract this lemongrass oil and other aromatic compounds, and they are getting good earnings, because they extract sandalwood oil also, but it is not being recognized by government, and necessary permissions are not given. Sometimes they, what if legally not permitted, what will happen? People will try to export illegally. That's what happened for sandalwood, teak. They used to be royalty species. Only forest that should be grown in forest only, and only forest department has to cut. And that led to a what? Destruction in the forest, natural habitat. Many people have smuggled it and they have destroyed it, and there was no plantation outside. But now the law has been liberalized. Now anybody can plant this teak tree or red sander tea or sandalwood tree in their farmland, so that they can extract and market it. Now, only thing is they have to obtain permission from forest department for transportation. And even that too, if there are no marketing, no buyers, what they will do, some middlemen come and they will try to export to illegally, and then the farmer may get less remuneration. And if there is any processing unit is there, and they, if there is any buyer is there, legal buyer is there, and if forest department, if they declares some minimum support price or many any fixed rate is fixed, then the farmers or this those who grow medicinal plants, aromatic plants, and this any timber species or any other commercial tree species, if they plant and produce, and they can extract and they can sell to other. And the Girijan Cooperative Society, they are collecting many forest produce like amla they collect, and mauva flower and many other things, tamarind, which are naturally grown in forest areas. They collect and they are marketing it. But there are very few industries involved in this value addition, because if value addition is done, their value increases and they will get good remuneration, and they will get better price. And we collectively we are organizing this program, and where we can make linkages with, we can connect the market with the producer, collector, those who are engaged in collection of this non-timber forest produce, and they can be linked to this commercial value adding people, those who, and then they can be linked to market, not only in national market, international market has to be linked, so that um, this economy will improve, and we will get foreign exchange, and people also will be get benefited. And at the same time, we need to conserve our resources in the natural habitat. Many species, if they are extracted indiscriminately, because many people, those who collect, and if some product is valuable, they harvest the entire tree instead of the active compound, the active product where that active compound is available. If bark is useful, if fruit is useful, if leaves are useful, they have to collect judicially instead of destroying the entire tree. If they cut the entire tree, what will happen? In no time, those tree species will become extinct. And we, our scientists or other people, they are uh, making the proper harvesting protocols, so that to the those who engaged in collection of this non-timber forest produce, they collect properly, so that the tree species will not become extinct. And they need to be trained for collection or processing, or and this right time for collection of fruits, seeds, leaves, or any bark, any tubers, and they should not be destroyed in natural condition. Not only that, we conserve inside the forest areas. That is called in situ conservation. Apart from that, our institutes like ICFRE, they are engaged in ex situ conservation. Like we conserve in botanical gardens, and inside the laboratories. We are those rare endangered threatened species. We are trying to conserve them using tissue culture methods or other propagation methods. Some plants even fail to germinate also, because their habitat is so destructive, and there is a lot of biotic pressure. This some of the species, they are failed to germinate inside the farm, and they their numbers have dwindled, and they are in the stage of extinction. We need to conserve those such species, and we have to identify those species, and we have to conserve ex situ conservation methods and are applicable. And our professors from various universities and faculty from other colleges, and this tribal welfare department, Girijan cooperative department, and our friends from police department, they engaged in this the protection of the forest, because sandal is cut, teak is cut and smuggled. They are helpful in protecting and conserving, and they are assisting the forest department also. And illegal trade also being prevented, has to be prevented and controlled. With this intention only, this workshop is being organized. I think this 3 days workshop will be very much useful, and will generate good ideas among all the stakeholders, and it will benefit our institution to take future course of research work. And with this, I once again welcome all the participants, and enjoy the training, and wish you good luck. Okay. Thank you.